The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Garoppolo looks to throw. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule. I'm down in distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
11 on the play.
There's Garoppolo on first and 10. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
49ers first down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That'll be caught right side by Reed. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Garoppolo now. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The end result, 21 yards.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
At the 11-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, it's tight end. And now it's 3rd down. Play number 9 now in this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Right back to Conner here on 1st. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
James Conner.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Conner. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try and run for him with Conner. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. With Nick Bosa so quick on the outside, he gets in there to bring him down. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunky yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. From the 29, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. T.J. Watt, the all-pro, in there to take him down.
Third down. Third and long.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. Garoppolo. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Steelers, nothing.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Samuels. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On second down now, it's Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. His throw to the at about the 5. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down. First and goal at the 2.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo caught on the right side. Reed stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. A short little throw taken in by Reed. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Jordan Reed has it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
San Francisco.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. To throw, it's Garoppolo. A short little throw taken in by Reed. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down, it's Connor, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Roethlisberger here finding Johnson, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
The 42-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Joe Walker.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Mike, check. 59.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
At the 29.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Connor. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Connor again. The ball
there to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
That was a really nice play, to be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Check it back.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Now Mostert. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point now by Boswell. And it's 21-3.
Is good. Makes the score Steelers 21, 49ers 3. Chris Boswell the kickoff.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give him a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know,
looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run here with Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
The goal line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Richie James on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
No, he almost had it.
George Kittle
already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Garoppolo to his tight end, Kittle, for a Niner first down. And Garoppolo now, first down throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Come on, QB, come on. Check.
12, fellas, here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Garoppolo again. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
Complete.
15 for the Niners there and a first down.
15.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
George Kittle.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead is down to 28-10.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives. And now, the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He's going to air one out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And we have reached the 2-minute warning.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the game. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. T.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To try again after the sack. Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again.
24-yard
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
That's a gain of 7.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. T.J. Watt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Hurd. And down he'll go at the 25.
Complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Open man is Hurd. It's complete. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
First down, 49ers.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
Incomplete. He was covered by Steven.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field. The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway. Now James returning. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First is Garoppolo. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the...
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
From the gun, a give to counter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's James. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
21, 21, and 20.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. The bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's good.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Ben going to give this this one to counter. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. 3rd down here.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle. Maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman can take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
complete.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, San Francisco.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Mostert. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd and a couple, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That's caught at the 3. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. His pass caught at the 4. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be fourth down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
It always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they contained him very well. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert it, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
To kick off for San Francisco.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Connor, and he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Defensively.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Again, a run with Connor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
But now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now James returning. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the 49er.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2nd and 1. At the 50-yard line.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Down 49ers.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No 1st down.
4th down.
Garoppolo now.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
1st down.
And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jalen Hurd there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
For San Francisco.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Roethlisberger hands to James Conner. He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Roethlisberger. Now good hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go. 65.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
Mostert. It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
There's Mostert, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers.
Number 85, George Kittle.
3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have moved out in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Niners 21, Steelers 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Steeler. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
21. Here we go. 21. Here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here we go. 13.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 21. Things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a drop.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. A really nice knockdown. He has so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One last shot for Roethlisberger. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Final score, Niners.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Pittsburgh.